He's the worst. He's the man who's brought more shame to Israel than any other prime minister. This is a man who has presided over genocide, mass murder. No, Netanyahu not only deserves to be in prison for corruption, whether it's cigar champagnes, but also for genocide, mass murder. And one of the sad things is, if this peace plan goes through, it's going to result in the termination of the case at the International Court of Justice, and most likely the termination of the ICC arrest warrants for Netanyahu and others, as there will be no accountability to this man. He's going to literally buy his way out of the crimes that he's committed.
I wonder if Trump understands the gravity of Netanyahu's guilt in these bribery prosecutions. Why else would he be asking for a pardon? Why would he do it so publicly and clownishly?
I think he knows darn well that Netanyahu is guilty, but I mean, it takes one to know one. I think Donald Trump's probably one of the most corrupt men we've ever had occupy the White House ever. If he's that dismissive over champagnes and cigars, what else is he dismissive of? I'm not happy with this at all, Judge.
The Guardian reports that on the flight over from Washington to Israel, Trump got on the phone with President al-Sisi of Egypt and Prime Minister Netanyahu and talked President al-Sisi into agreeing with Trump's invitation to Prime Minister Netanyahu to attend the summit in Cairo. When President Erdogan of Turkey learned of this, he said, I'm going to turn my plane around and not land if Netanyahu's going to be there, and Netanyahu was promptly disinvited. Why did the Turkish president say, I'm not showing up if Netanyahu's there?
Because Erdogan has first of all, he's posturing himself to be a regional leader, and the last thing he can afford to be seen is, somebody who has literally cuckolded himself to Benjamin Netanyahu and the president of the United States. Erdogan has committed to a path of singling out Israel as the problem, not just in Gaza, but in Lebanon and in Syria. And his political future hinges on him taking a hard stand. And if he suddenly allowed the president of the United States to, with a phone call, make everything good and have Erdogan there as just window dressing, that undermines everything Erdogan has been working for. I'm not normally one who sings the praises of Erdogan, but on this case, thank goodness for him. Thank goodness he stood up and he did the right thing.
How much longer do you think this plan